Yesterday, America passed another. This is rather tough, and this is why we're giving you some laughs, because things are tough out there with more than 400,000 cases and the highest daily death toll yet. But there is new evidence that efforts to slow the spread of the virus are working. That's your good news. Here's what Dr. Deborah Birx said about it on the Today Show.
Yeah, we're really proud of the American people. We know Washington and California started very early, went to social distancing very early. Their curves look like they are persistently flat, and that's very encouraging for us. Obviously, New York and New Jersey had what we call a logarithmic rise in the number of new cases, but we're seeing that stabilizing, and that gives us great encouragement.
It's funny because Trump says you can use a scarf to protect yourself, and man, does she have the best scarves, doesn't she? Oh, one for every day. Now with the curve,
I love that scarf.
I love that scarf. With the curve hopefully flattening out, many are asking, what will it take to reopen America? So here are what some experts are saying. First, there needs to be a sustained reduction in cases for 14 days straight. Number two, all cases and contacts must be monitored so that anyone and everyone who is infected can be isolated, including the people they also came in contact with. Three, testing needs to be super readily available for everyone at any point with symptoms. And finally, hospitals need enough open beds and equipment so they can safely treat all the patients and not have to resort to crisis standards of care. Does this give you hope, Lindsay? And since we haven't checked in with you, 1 to 10, how are you feeling in terms of this quarantine?
I actually got out of my own personal space of maybe boredom and understood the privilege even in that statement of saying that I don't want to be sitting in the house, because most of my family lives in New York. And so as I'm seeing this affect people more closely, and as I have lost someone that I know and have had several people that I know that are affected now, I think that the situation is way more serious than my uncomfortability, if that's even a word. And so I think when we're all talking about when is this going to be over, and we saw 11 weeks in Wuhan after they decided to lock down, we need to all just remember, if it's not a life or death situation, you don't have to get out the house because you can't take care of your family, then the complaints are really just a lack of awareness, lack of self-awareness, and really just screaming privilege. Just really give the space for us to get this right so that people can stop dying. And so I think it has gotten way more serious over the days.
Nice.
And so I'm just trying to look at the bright side. I'm healthy, my family is healthy, and that's all I can ask for.
Well, speaking of lack of self-awareness, I think Al Jackson has joined us. Is that right, Al? How are you? You've disappeared into the background.
Well, yeah, look, I had to, me and this shirt had to have a long talk before we were both ready to come on camera. I think we're ready now.
Okay, I'm really happy you guys went through that, and we're really glad to see you. And thanks for adding that plant for just a splash of greenery.